Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the second topic of the chapter State Government, and the second topic is Functions of the Legislative Assembly. Functions of the State Legislative Assembly. To make laws. The first function of the State Legislative Assembly is to make laws. A proposal to pass a law or to amend an existing one is called bill. Bill is a very essential and necessary part of the parliament. Without the introduction of bill, we cannot expect any laws to be made. So, proposals for the bill are introduced in the Legislative Assembly or the Legislative Council. It may be introduced in the Legislative Assembly also or in the Legislative Council also. These proposals are debated or discussed among the members of the Assembly. This is one of the profits that we have in our democracy. Every decision is taken after debate and discussion. Members may suggest amendments, and the members may suggest also amendments if something is to be changed. The proposal or bill is put to vote. Now all the members vote for the bill. Once the bill is approved by the majority of the members of the assembly, it is sent to other house where it goes through the same procedure. Again, the same procedure is repeated in that house also. If the state does not have the legislative council, the bill goes directly to the governor for approval. We have learned only that without governor's consent, no bill can become a law. Achha, mark important, whatever I have mark important, and also mark the key lines too. After the governor's approval, a bill becomes law. In some cases, bills passed by the assembly are referred by the governor to the president. In some cases, if the governor wants, he can take the guidance of president also. But one thing you have to remember, this last point is very important. Money bill can only be introduced in the Legislative Assembly, while the other bills may be introduced in the Legislative Council. So, money bill is the only bill which can be introduced only in the Legislative Assembly. Passing of budget. Now, what is budget? Every family, your family, my family, every family, they have a plan of expenditure and income. That is whatever they are earning. Based on that, our expenditure is also developed or accounted. So, budget is like a future account of the government. It gives out proposals of income and expenditure of the government. The budget is presented by the finance minister, who explains the economic policy of the state government to the members of the house. Members take part in the debate on the proposals in the budget, and then the budget is put to vote for passing it. This is then implemented. So, how budget works out? This is explained in this paragraph, and it is very important. Now, another function, controlling the executive. Who are the executive body? We know only the Council of Ministers and the Chief Minister. So, the members of the assembly control the executive, that is, the Council of Ministers and the Chief Ministers, by asking questions, giving them inputs and feedbacks on policies and implementation at lower levels of government. Now we come to the State Legislative Council. In our country, there are some states which have two houses of the legislature, that is Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. The members of the Legislative Council are not directly elected by the people of the state, but by different bodies of the state. Actually, some states are so big that one Legislative Assembly cannot conduct all the functions properly. So, a Legislative Council is required, but the selection of these members are not done directly by the people. This is a permanent body. The members are elected for a term of 6 years. 1/3 of the members retire every 2 years, and these seats are filled by fresh elections. The Legislative Council is mainly an advisory body. The Legislative Council is present in Jammu and Kashmir, Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. So children, this paragraph I have marked all the important lines, and you come to know what is Legislative Council. It is an advisory body. In some states, for the help of the Legislative Assembly, this Legislative Council is incorporated. And what are the functions, that is also told here. And how the election is done, that is also explained. People and governance. In a democracy, the basic essence of the government of the people is by the people and for the people. So, three main formulations are there of a democracy. The government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. While we saw how the people form their government and how they govern, let us see now how the aspect of for the people. Earlier only in our first topic we discussed how by the people government is formed, and we discussed how the government is of the people, isn't it? State Legislative Council, it is government of the people. Now we will discuss how the government is for the people. Acha. People have the right to know how and what the government is doing for them. We have full right to know what the government is doing for us. This is done by ministers and their representatives. Who does this? The ministers and their representatives. By using the media, by holding press conferences. Actually, whatever the ministers and the representatives are doing, they hold press conference, and through it they explain everything so that we can know what they are doing for us. They can organize public rallies also, where they share the various policies and performance of the government with the people. After this, the people form their opinion if the government's policy suits their requirements and lead to their welfare or not. So, we have the right to think over whatever they are doing and decide that their policies are suiting us or not. The leaders of the opposition parties then go to the public in different forms and convey their views as to whether the government has done its job effectively or not. So, the opposition is also looking and putting a check on the ruling party. They also try to form the public opinion. Whatever is going on, they try to give the account to the public. They do this through press conferences, public debates, media debates, public rallies, or organizing protest marches. You may have seen or heard of strikes by opposition parties which lead to the closure of shops, school, public transport, etc. We have seen, isn't it? Now see, here is a picture of press conference. And here we see a public rally. People have gathered to listen to the spokesperson, isn't it? Now, these are ways by which the public may express their views and convey their grievances. If the public is happy, then also they can state. If they have any grievances, then also they can express. The government is thus aware and is expected to make amendments or resolve the problems of the people. If the government does not perform as per wishes of the people, they might not get elected again. So the government has to run the nation, do work for the welfare of the people. Otherwise, next time they would not be elected. Therefore, every government has to ensure that their policies and functioning are for the welfare of the people as well as liked by the people. Now, here, do you know what is press conference is explained here? What is press conference? A conference where media representatives are invited, they are called to interact with the minister or spokesperson of the government. It is called press conference. Go through it. Okay. Now, we come to the last part of the chapter. In this chapter, you learn, this is the summary. Be very motivated towards what you have learned. You can go through this summary part and you can make a list. So in this chapter you learn how the state government is created and how it functions. In a democratic form of government, it is important to know these aspects of the government is made by people, by members of the society or for their general well-being. They have the right to see that the people elected by them work for the fulfillment of the goals. So what we find that in this chapter we learn first what are the functions of the state government and how they go through the process. And second, we find that they have to work for the well-being of the society, of the state. And then they have the right to see the people elected by them work for the fulfillment of the goal. That means we people have the right to see that our representatives are working for our desires, our hopes and aspirations, our development or not. The government maintains a link with the electorate by a two-way process in which they convey to the masses what they are doing for them and the masses convey back what they want from them. So in democracy, media is very, very important because it is the two-way process. Whatever the people running the government are doing, they convey the message through media to us, And whatever are our hopes, aspirations, desires, grievances, we convey back to the people running the government through media only. I hope you all have understood the chapter. Thank you.